Today we're going over some predictions for the next area beyond Fleshthorn and some possible lore for the game. Keep in mind that I've never tried to find lore for a game before and I don't really have much to work with, so some of the things I come up with may be far off. Anyways, with all of that being said, let's get into the video. So first off, predictions. I will be discussing possible gameplay elements that could be included in the area beyond Fleshthorn Station. So, to start off, let's take a look at the note found in Fleshthorn Station. Urgent notice. Warning, severe flooding. Due to Hurricane Camille, severe flooding and power outages have been reported at multiple stations along the Happiness Line. Restoration is currently impossible, and conditions are deteriorating rapidly. This station is extremely dangerous. Evacuate immediately. From this, we can obviously tell that this area will be much harder than anything we have seen so far. There may be multiple flooded areas requiring you to swim through and some dark areas which will finally make the flashlight item useful. We can also predict that these events will be appearing in areas beyond this one, as the note states that other stations along the Happiness Line have been affected by the hurricane too. Now on to the fun part, the lorry... Okay. EW, why did it say it like that? Anyways, on to the lorry... Stop! Okay, so to start off, we can tell that these trains weren't always monster trains, as we can see from one of the pictures in the game's media. So, the train's eyes are usually white, but when turned into a monster train, they turn red. Now, let's take a look at the first monster train in the game, 100. If we take a look at 100's eyes, you can see that he is not fully corrupted. He has one normal eye and one red eye, and around his red eye, you can see a brown-looking substance. So, we can infer that this brown substance may have something to do with the trains turning evil. But where else can we find this brown substance?
What the hell?
Okay, but in all seriousness, the doo-doo chair may have lots of lore tied to it. For those of you unaware, this chair can be found in an otherwise useless room at Fleshthorn Station. It seems highly unlikely that the developers would randomly add a room with no purpose, so it makes sense that this would be a lore room. So, my theory is that this room was a laboratory of some sort, and an experiment went wrong involving a brown liquid that is taking over trains and turning them evil. It is unknown who did this, and whether their intentions were good or bad. But it caused Metroville to have to shut down all train stations and railroads beyond Echo Falls and abandon them. And now, it is our job to uncover the truth about what really happened and why. But apparently, we're not the only ones who want to put an end to this. These are the White Eyes. Gameplay-wise, they serve as a way to prevent you from backtracking too far, to make sure that trains spawn an appropriate distance away from you, and to help make sure you're keeping up with the rest of your team. They also unload the map as you go, preventing unnecessary lag. But let's talk about why these eyes want to keep you from leaving so bad. I think they are actually on our side. Despite trapping us here and sometimes dealing damage, they are not actively trying to murder you. I think that the reason the White Eyes are keeping us here is because they want to figure out what happened and fix everything. And you are the only person who is capable of doing so. So yeah, that's about all I could come up with. Please consider liking or subscribing and feel free to comment your theories and ideas below. I would be happy to read them. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. See you next time.